You'll enjoy using your new Betamax machine. First, we'll cover the basic setup. Plug in all power cords. Run the coax cable with type F fittings on both ends from VHF out on your recorder to the antenna VHF input on your TV receiver. On the larger Sony sets, it will go to a type F fitting on the back of your set. It is near a switch marked 75 or 300 ohms. Put the switch in the 75 ohm position. On other TV receivers, you may have to put this matching transformer on the end of the coax cable and then hook it to your TV as you would any outside antenna or as your cable TV is hooked up. Hook your outside antenna to the antenna input terminal on the recorder. Cable TV will hook directly to the F fitting marked VHF. If you use flat 300 ohm antenna lead-in wire, use the furnished adapter on the end of the wire and then just plug into the VHF fitting. To record your favorite TV program, put the switch marked TV cassette in the TV position. Turn on the TV and tune in an outside station. Check the color adjustments for a good picture. Next, tune to channel 3 or channel 4. Check the back top right-hand corner of your recorder for the proper channel. Turn on your recorder. Just push the power on button on the front left side. Put the switch marked TV cassette in the cassette position. Push the eject button and place a tape in the carriage. Then push the carriage down. Put the tuner line switch in the tuner position. Push the record button down in tuning the channel you want to record. Turn the volume control up about 2/3 of the way and put the limiter switch on. Now you are ready. Just hold the record button down while you depress the play button. Push stop, rewind, and play to check the program. See how easy it is? Now let's try the color camera. For ease of operation, mount the camera on a tripod. You may want to remove the bottom pistol grip first. Just loosen the two bottom plate screws with a dime, wiggle it, and slide it off. Fasten the video coax cable into the power supply and put the adapter on the other end of the cable. Now, hook the adapter to the recorder where it's marked Video In. Plug the microphone into the front mic jack or use the audio patch cord from the power supply to mic in jack for ultra-sensitive pickup. Put the tuner line switch in the line position. Put a tape in the machine. Turn on both the recorder and the TV set. Tune in channel 3 or channel 4. Push the record button. Next, plug the 20-foot camera cable into the power supply and turn it on. You're almost ready to use your camera, but first, set the 3-position selector switch on the back of the camera to match your lighting conditions. Outdoors, indoors, or the middle position for fluorescent lighting. Pull off the camera lens cap. Zoom in close on an object and then focus. Close down the lens if the light meter reading is too high. The two controls on each side of the camera lighting selector switch can now be adjusted to fine-tune your color. You can feel the center or normal position on these controls, and when in doubt, leave it centered. You've done it and it looks great. If not, you may need more light. Set up the Acme light set and carefully insert the lamps into the sockets without touching the glass with your hands. First, try one lamp bounced off a light-colored ceiling for a shadowless effect. If you need two lights, run a power cord to a different electrical circuit, as two of these lamps would draw too much power on the same line. Watch your TV and peek up the camera for proper color. You're now ready to produce your first production. Good luck! This videotape was produced by Dick Colmery, Bob Lewis, Susan Massaro, and Barbara Watson. This has been an AAVG production.
If you're sitting comfortably watching Betamax tuned to Chrysler's VMC network, then why do you need this tape to tell you how to do what you're already doing? Well, although someone managed to put this cassette in and get a picture, it may not have been you, and you may be the next one who has to do it. So sit back and watch, and we'll show you how to play your VMC cassette programs, plus a few more things about your Betamax system which you will find useful. Let's start at the beginning. The Betamax cassette machine and the Trinitron TV set should be placed on the stand provided as shown here. Then they must be connected together properly and power applied. First, we plug the stand power cord into the wall. Then the Betamax and Trinitron power cords must be plugged into their stand power strip. Now make the connection for the RF out on the Betamax to the TV antenna terminals. You'll need a video cable with an F plug at each end. One end screws onto the RF out of the Betamax. The other end is attached to the 75 ohm F connector on the rear of the TV. Put the switch to the 75 ohm position. The normal house or building antenna is connected to the other input terminals as usual. To turn the Betamax on, press the power button in. The cassette compartment will pop up. Now make sure you insert the cassette properly. Flap to the front and white tape spools down. Cassettes won't go in wrong, so never force them. Inserted properly, they will easily push in. Then push the compartment down. The tape will automatically thread. Your Trinitron TV set is turned on by pulling this knob. Set it to channel 3. If channel 3 is used by a TV station in your area, then use channel 4 to view the Betamax. And press the Betamax play button, and in a few seconds a picture will appear on the screen. Since the channel you have selected is not normally used in your area, the fine-tuning may need adjustment. Turn the fine-tune dial in both directions to establish position for best sound and picture. Or use the AFT control for automatic fine-tuning. Simply push it in. In case of difficulties, call your service hotline. There are no picture or sound controls on the Betamax. All adjustments are made at the TV. To assist you in adjusting the TV set for the best possible picture, color bars are often put on the front of videotape programs. Either this full field pattern or the standard American broadcast pattern will be used. The correct color bars are white, yellow, cyan, green, magenta, red, and blue. You will become familiar with how they should appear. Black is here or here. Turn the color down to show a black and white picture. Set the brightness and picture controls to the middle of their range, and then adjust the picture control so that the black is definite black and not a light gray, and adjust brightness so that each bar is seen as a definite shade of gray. Now turn the color control up so that the colors are clearly seen. Do not turn it up too much, as this oversaturates the colors. Now adjust the hue control to get the bars to their correct colors. We'll leave them on the screen for a while to help you. The easiest bars to use as a guide are the cyan and the magenta. Cyan is about halfway between green and blue. It's a medium turquoise color. Magenta is about halfway between blue and red. It's a warm purple or violet. The red is an intense, rich color, and it may have a little streaking in it. The blue is a deep, rich royal blue. Setting the bars is a matter of personal choice, and often different people get slightly different results. To make sure the picture is correct, the final hue adjustment should be made on flesh tones. The face and hands of people on the screen should appear as natural as possible. Avoid the common tendency to have the color turned up too high, oversaturated. For sound level, set the volume control to whatever is comfortable.
The assembly on the side toward the AC motor has...
If the picture has wavering horizontal lines, adjust the tracking control. Normally, this should be in the center position. This can be felt as it has a detent at this point. Play tapes only when the Betamax is in a horizontal position. Do not place objects on top or underneath, as the Betamax must have adequate airflow for cooling. Also, do not place the Betamax near excessive heat, in direct sunlight, or in a dirty or dusty environment. These steps will ensure long, uninterrupted service. During playback, the tape can be stopped at any time by pushing the stop key. This will produce a clean, blank screen. Pressing play will restart the tape. The pause control can be used during playback to produce a still frame picture. The machine should not be left in pause too long, as this causes accelerated wear on the tape and on the heads. Pressing pause again restarts the tape. However, if the machine is left in pause, an internal circuit will release the pause mode and engage stop after 10 minutes. Fast forward and rewind buttons let you rapidly move to different positions on the tape. Note that you can go from any control to any other control without using the stop button. There are two other controls on the front of Betamax. The timer control, in conjunction with an optional timer, allows you to play back tapes at any time you choose, whether you're near the machine or not. The programmed operational control will be useful for repeated playbacks of a tape program or segment. Programmed operation has two modes, rewind and repeat, controlled by a two-position switch. Let's look at the rewind mode. Find the beginning of the desired segment in the tape. Press stop and set the counter to 0. Now play the tape. Let the tape play through to the end leader or to the end of the desired segment and press rewind. In either case, the tape will rewind to the 0 point on the counter and stop. To replay, press play. In the repeat mode, find the end of the desired section and set the counter to 0. Rewind the tape to the beginning. When the end of the desired section is reached, the Betamax automatically rewinds to the beginning of the tape and automatically replays continuously. The difference between the two modes is that in rewind, the beginning of the section is set to 0 on the counter, and the tape plays to the end, then rewinds and holds, waiting for a manual replay command. In the repeat mode, the end of the section is set to 0, and the tape automatically rewinds and replays. This will continue until the switch is put to the center or off position, or the stop button is depressed. To give you maximum playback flexibility and control, your VMC Betamax system includes the RM300 Auto Search Random Access Unit. This is a small handheld unit which remotely controls the tape deck during playback. It's ideal for quickly locating sections in a tape. It has keys numbered 0 to 9 and clear, pause, and search keys. When plugged into the rear of the machine, it automatically rewinds the tape to its beginning and sets 0 in both displays. To establish reference points on a tape program, set the Betamax counter to 0 and let the tape play. Note the various points of interest by writing down the position number which appears in the top counter. At that point, simply pick the section you want to see. Enter the position number into the lower counter by pressing the numbered buttons. Press the search button, and Betamax will rewind or fast forward to that position and begin playing. The pause button can be used to stop the tape at a still frame picture. Push pause again to restart the tape. Pressing the pause control prior to a search command will cause the Betamax to find the beginning of a section and hold it in still frame. To restart, push pause again. For an instant replay of the same section, just press search again. The tape will rewind and replay the selected position. There is no stop control on the random access unit. To stop the tape, press the clear button. The clear button will set the lower counter to 0. To go to another section, enter the new position number and press search again. If an error is made when entering the number, use the clear button and start again. At the end of the tape will rewind. It will automatically stop when it's rewound. To remove the cassette, press eject. When cassettes are not in use, they should be stored inside their protective boxes and placed neatly on a clean shelf which is free of dust and away from extreme temperatures. The tape surface should not be touched with the fingers, since any oily deposits may cause dust and dirt to adhere to the tape. Dirt can become embedded in the tape and result in flashes on the screen, as well as wear out the heads faster than normal. The tape is protected by a flap along the front edge of the cassette. Don't try to open this, and don't insert your fingers into this recess. With continued use, any videotape machine will accumulate tape oxide and dust. This can gradually clog the video heads and prevent them from picking up signals from the tape, so the unit will no longer play back properly. Also, deposits in the tape guides can prevent the tape from running in its correct path. This can cause picture distortion called tracking error, which cannot be corrected by the tracking control. In both cases, the only solution is cleaning the tape deck. Belt drives and servo circuits are used to control the tape motion and the rotating heads. And like all mechanical devices, they need regular checking and preventive maintenance. So at any sign of trouble, call the service hotline. Well, there you have the essentials of operating and maintaining your Betamax system. Your owner's manual provides reference to these and other useful details. You'll find Betamax your video marketing communications programs and other programs you'll acquire the most useful and enjoyable communication and management tool you've ever had. Proper use and maintenance will make it even more effective. We know you'll discover that it will add a great deal to your business and personal life. Welcome to the VMC Network. Tune in often.